What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Dead Noise. I'm Chris, and thanks to the power of Zoom, I am here with a rock star photographer and a rock star musician, Mr. Nathan James. How you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. Doing really good.
So, first things first, your latest single, Alienation, has been killing it on SiriusXM Octane. How has the fan reception been so far?
People love it. I just am waiting for the moment, hopefully, of when it really starts to fucking like catch hella traction, really start to move on like streaming platforms. But yeah, as far as Octane Radio, I mean, people are really loving it. It's getting picked up by a lot of radio stations, and yeah, the response has been great. It's such a catchy song. Like you don't even need to like fucking music, but if you hear this song, you're like, this is kind of cool, you know? So yeah, I'm really proud of that record.
Yeah, absolutely. And you should be because it's been stuck in my head since I first heard it. Just last year alone, you've been staying pretty busy. You released, I think, six or seven singles within the calendar year.
Yeah,
Personally, my favorite song is Paranormal. So I was just
really.
wondering
Wow.
if there are any stories from the writing of that song or just the making of it, or the music video, because I do love the music video as well. And I know you're very hands-on creatively. So what was that song like for you?
Yeah, I did that with a friend of mine, a Renkai, and he's also in the band Archers. He's a bass player, and he has his own solo project, Renkai's. And yeah, we were just buddies, and we were talking. We're like, man, we need to do a song together, and we started to make that song. And we were both just kind of talking about like that place of just feeling not okay with yourself, and just kind of in this paranormal state of paranoia. And it was cool where we filmed the music video. We didn't know this until after, but that's where Blink 182 filmed the same music video, I Miss You, in that abandoned house. So yeah, we didn't even know that until after, and we put it to, or I put it together, and I was like, "That's the same spot." So cool. And also, um, Cold Chamber filmed Loco at that house as well. So
That's
yeah, it was
amazing.
a really cool little piece of history to leave our touch on that spot as well. So that was cool.
That's awesome. I love the set and as far as like the colors and the post-production goes, I love what you did with that video. And just from a lyrical standpoint, that was already my favorite song. So to have such a dope video to go with it was awesome.
Yeah, as you know, I love the visuals. Anyone who's a fan of mine or likes my stuff, gotta watch the music videos. I always do a music video. I put so much time and effort into those things, and it just gives the song a whole nother like perspective and life and meaning. And yeah, big time.
And that kind of leads me to another question of everyone asks an artist like what their musical influences are, but I'm also curious as to who some of your visual inspirations were from the photography and just overall aesthetic end goes.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I get a lot of visual influence from movies and TV shows. I'm a huge movie guy, so you got Watch More Horror in the back. I love that. And yeah, I just pull a lot of inspo and creative just off of my life of existing and just where I go and things that are happening, as well as just movies. Pull a lot of influence from all the different movies and shows I watch. And Marilyn Manson, I always say, is a very big influence sonically and visually too. So.
As soon as I saw photos of you with like the contacts in and everything, I was wondering if that was outright an inspiration from Manson. Because I know
Uh,
he's it's same with the grill and everything too. I'm like, I wonder.
Yeah, the contacts. I don't know. I wouldn't say. I just think Manson has influenced me just to be more of myself. And even when I was like a little kid in school, I always wore like the craziest outfits to school. Before I even knew who Marilyn Manson was. And yeah, I was always just kind of made fun of or like looked at weird. But yeah, it's just kind of always been me. I just kind of like loud, obnoxious things. So yeah.
You and me both. And I saw a video of you recently talking about, I think, something with your hair you did. It was kind of inspired by Mudvayne too. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, Trad Gray, Mudvayne, they used to do their not their hair silver, but parts of their face silver.
Hmm.
And I kind of got some inspo while playing like, oh shit, I could paint my entire face silver and have my hair all silver and make my own little thing of it too. So yeah, a lot of inspiration from that as well, you know.
I think I also remember hearing you talk about the movie Strangers. Speaking of watch more horror, what was it about Strangers that you gravitated to?
Man, I just love, I don't know what it is. I love the suspense of like a couple goes on a date or a family or a group of friends, and then shit goes down and they all try to survive of trying to defeat this killer or attacker. Like those are just the most entertaining and just like um fun movies to watch. I love those.
Did you ever see The Intruder? It came out a few years ago. It might have been a Stranger's ripoff, quote unquote. Um, but it kind of has that same kind of plot to it. I wonder if I feel like you might like that one
May-
too.
Maybe I Yeah, maybe I have. Because I so many movies I've watched too. I'm like, I don't know. But then when I was watching, I'm like, oh, I've watched this 6 times. Sometimes I'm bad with the names. But yeah, The Intruders, I'll have to check that out again. As soon as I'm back from tour, man, I told you I'm a big movie guy. And being on this tour, I've watched no movies, no TV shows. I can't wait to get back home, me and my girl, and just movie it the fuck up, you know? I'll have to
Do,
watch that.
do you have a list already written out of what you guys are going to watch when you get home?
Brother, I got so many. Just yeah, I got just a whole little folder in my phone. I just when I'm scrolling and I see movies or think, yeah, I got tons.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Um, And speaking of the inspirations, I know you're heavily influenced by both sides of music, both rap and rock. It kind of reminds me of other interview guests I've had like Doobie and Kasky who also love both sides. Um,
yeah.
I'm also curious for you, like which one came first between rock and rap, or did they both kind of happen at the same
Same
time
time.
for you?
Yeah, it's the exact same time. My it was really my dad. He'd play Tupac and the Kinks all the time, and so that's what it was like this. And then as I was younger too, I was always at the skate park, and all they were playing was like the Blink 182, the Used, like that era, early 2000s type of stuff. So listening to all that type of music. And then getting into middle school was more hip hop stuff as well. And high school was more, the metal, heavier kind of side of things and less pop punky stuff. Um, yeah, so it's kind of been the transition. It's been a very kind of eclectic palette of taste of genres.
I like that though, and I think it definitely shows through in your music too, because obviously a lot of people look to bands like Linkin Park and Limp Bizkit for that hybridization, but I feel like not that theirs is like any like crazy out there stuff, but I feel like you have a really good balance of both. Kind of like From Ashes to New. I don't know if you're familiar with their music.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I know those guys. Yep, that's very familiar.
yeah, I feel like you guys just have a really good balance between the two.
Yeah, I agree. I hope me and From Ash to New do a tour. I think that would align um, very well. I know they're going to be going on tour. I think in the summer or the fall. So hopefully, if something happens, it'd be cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I think I've seen them live more times than any other artist because they always come
Really?
through my area. So if they come back to my area, I hope you're on the bill with them for sure.
What area are you in?
Jacksonville, North Carolina. It's like
Cool.
on the coast, about 2 hours from Myrtle Beach, 3 hours from Virginia Beach. We're kind of like right in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that. Yeah, Myrtle. Good old Myrtle Beach, man.
You have any crazy show memories from there?
No, no, no show memories. Just when I was a little kid, and my grandmother lived out there, and
Mm,
we'd go to Myrtle Beach. Yeah,
that's cool. And
yeah,
I
that's
really I really want to talk with you about photography too, because
yeah,
as someone who's kind of dabbled in both photography and videography from the live show perspective, I love your headshots and like your studio photos for artists like Avril Lavigne and Travis Barker and stuff like that. What is what's your go-to gear if you can pin it down to just a couple
yeah. I mean,
pieces of
those
equipment?
the head, yeah, the headshot stuff. I shoot on a Canon 5D Mark IV with
Hmm,
a 24 to 70 millimeter lens, and then I use pro photo strobes and a reflector and a backdrop, and that's it. And then I edit in Lightroom and Photoshop.
nice. Do you do you use Lightroom Mobile or Photoshop Mobile?
Nah, I don't use the mobile stuff. I just like everything on the computer. Yeah, there's more options, and I just feel like I'm more like immersed to being able to do what I want.
That makes sense. I love that video you had of like how you turned $300 into something that looked like a 10 grand a music video and just
Yeah.
how resourceful you are with your materials, I thought was incredible.
Yeah, man, that's the sauce right there, homie. How can you make something that creative wise looks so high production, but cost wise doesn't cost a whole lot.
A common thing I hear a lot from musicians nowadays is kind of they don't like the fact that they in today's industry to get noticed or just more eyes on them, you have to also be a content creator on top of being a musician. But
Yeah,
for
you know what I say to
someone,
that? Don't be a musician then, because that's the time there we're in. Fucking don't complain. That's what it is, you know?
I was curious, like as someone who has a background in photography, I'm pretty sure you've said before, like that came first, skill wise. Like you were pretty well into photography before you were into music.
Oh yeah.
So to already kind of have that skill set in your back pocket, does that kind of make your job easier in a way,
Dude,
or is it just more
fuck
free?
yeah. Fuck yeah. Like, I mean, that is such an advantage. Even though I never knew I was going to be a musician or ever wanted to even be a musician, doing all this photography stuff and content creation is so much part of being a musician and having that creative eye, doing all that stuff that I didn't even know that me doing that was helping me for this part of my life now. So yeah, everything happens for a reason. And just fucking dude, I'm just grateful, bro. And I just want to keep growing and keep getting bigger and having more people enjoy my stuff and doing more shows. And I just want to do this for the rest of my life. That's all I want to do is just simple man, simple pleasures, dude. I just want to fucking chill, watch movies, hang with my chick, buy a house, make a family, fucking tour, make songs, make videos, and that's it. I'm good, you know?
Do you have a specific content strategy while you're on tour too? Like, how does that differ from like just doing behind the scenes of like recording and music videos and stuff like that? Is it more
Yeah.
stressful for you?
I think the stress comes from just fucking, having to babysit other motherfuckers. Some people are always more responsible, some people are less responsible, and that can be exhausting. But there's always comes a point of time of knowing when, like, hey, it's time to trim the fat, or this is something that can be saved, or whatever. But yeah, just being on the road is just tough, anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And creating content is such a weird thing. Sometimes shit goes great, sometimes shit doesn't. And sometimes shit does great on another platform, then ass on another. Like, it's like why you gotta like you gotta have every social media platform, you gotta post on everything because you don't know which one will hit, which one will be a flop. You just sort of constantly just throwing every dart you can possibly at the board, giving you every opportunity to be able to win.
Before I let you go, this is my favorite part of every interview. I have a speed round for you. So
Yeah.
I got 5 questions. If you want to elaborate, you're more than welcome to. The first question, your favorite song to play live?
My songs, right?
Hmm.
Probably The Hangman, Misanthrope, and Rotten Apple. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I love those.
Those are solid choices.
Yeah, yeah. I love those.
Your most embarrassing moment on stage.
I've almost fallen a couple times. Sometimes, the stage is real small. You got the other drums behind there. So yeah, that's always been bad. Also, it's embarrassing. Like sometimes, technical problems happen where your fucking like mic just stops working. You're like, oh fuck, you know. But you just make it a part of. You just embrace it and just like, fuck yeah, my mic doesn't work. Scream, Yeah, it's just a different energy when you're on stage. You know what I mean? Just fucking, just nothing matters, but just fucking, just raw. Just fuck it.
I bet that adrenaline rush goes crazy.
Yeah, it's really really fun, man. It's very fun.
The one band or artist that you want to collaborate with the most.
Marilyn Manson.
I'm so glad I put Antichrist Superstar in the background. I was
Oh yeah, shit,
wondering.
I didn't see it there, dude. That's fucking great. Yeah, I see it there now.
What's your favorite Manson album, just out of curiosity?
Fucking, I'm more of a fan of his music videos. I like all his music. There's not like an album like Satan and or Satan, whatever.
Hmm.
They're all good. And yeah, just his music videos are fucking killer.
Yeah, I'm really glad you mentioned that because that's some of my favorite stuff about him too. I think he's a much like you, he seems very hands-on with his videos, and I just feel like he's a visual genius and he works
Dude,
with the right people.
I'm telling you right now, I need that Marilyn Manson song and music video and tour. I need those three. The world would love it. I'm telling you, it'd be great.
Yeah, I
And
was about to say,
it happens.
yeah, I've got my fingers crossed for you for sure because that would be an amazing lineup. I mean, I saw the funeral portrait with him last summer, and that was an incredible combination. I think you would do really well with him too.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to see like Nathan James times Marilyn Manson. Fuck, fucking lit. Yeah,
Well, to that point, then, what's your dream tour lineup?
Marilyn Manson. Yeah, that'd be so good. And then that'd be cool to do something with Corn. I mean, this is my dream, right? If it was like if this summer it could be Marilyn Manson and Corn and Nathan James on tour, I'd be like, dude, I'm lit. Let's go. I'm excited. This is gonna be lit. This is everything I want. I couldn't ask for a better fucking combo, you know?
You could retire after that, honestly. That's like the cream of the crop right there.
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, that is so cool. That means everything. That'd be the coolest shit ever.
And the last one, this is always my favorite one. The song you wrote that means the most to you.
Alienation and okay, okay. Super personal, super
Okay,
from the heart, and just straight up facts, you know,
for
of
sure.
myself. Yeah. And like Alienation, man, like it's just, like I've told people, like I try to tell people every night, like I wrote that song in one of the most crazy, high anxiety, panic attack times of my life. My entire album that it's going to come out this year, my first ever album, it's come out in July.
Hmm.
I wrote it in this state of just feeling just like just chaos. And I had to like record a vocal and get out of the room and come back, record a vocal. Like I just couldn't sit still. There was just so much craziness. I was on Lexapro. I got on medication. I'm off of it now. And just, I don't know, it's just a wild part of my life with just so much fucking, just, I don't know what it was. I was just going through some shit, man. And that's where the whole idea came about alien and alienation and feeling like an alien in your own body and like you don't belong in your own, place.
Was there any post-medication like clarity once you got off of it? Because I've heard other people have like different experiences when they're on and off of stuff like that. So I was wondering like
I
what
just
effect
was
it had.
feeling more because Lexapro kills feelings, kills physical and emotional feelings. So being off of it, I could feel again more, but I just feel like I now know, like when I feel those ways, it's okay. Nothing, I'm not gonna die. I just need to, let the feeling come and pass.
How did it affect your creativity at all?
No, 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 not at all. You just feel less feelings, which sucks. It's good. It was good. It's a double-edged sword, right? I needed those feelings killed because I was fucking going crazy. But then also, when you're not going crazy and all these other feelings, you don't feel those either. So I wanted to get off it, and getting off it was tough because you get all these brain zaps, is what they call it, where like you literally feel like your brain is being zapped.
Wow.
But that went on for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, like 2 to 4 weeks, and then I just started to feel like way more normal again. And yeah, it's great. So glad I got off of it.
Well, I'm definitely glad you're in a better place now, for sure. Just not even just as a fan, you're just as a person. I'm glad you're doing better.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, I am too. It was just a wild time. The last time I had something like that happen to me, I was about 12 years old, and I couldn't like eat food or drink water. It's just fucking weird. And well, it happened again all those years later, and I don't know. Yeah, I guess I was just a lot going on in my life and a lot of stress, and just making me, uh, you know, just not be able to handle it all. I was just, yeah, I couldn't go, bro. It was so weird. I couldn't go outside. I couldn't go to concerts. I couldn't. If I tried to go to a concert, I'd be there in the crowd. I'd be like, it's just this like, it's this feeling of feeling like you're melting and like you're just being pulled down, and you gotta go. You cannot be here. It's so weird. So weird.
Just like that, that was everything that I had planned for you for this go around. Was there any closing message to any fans of yours watching?
Yeah, closing message to, any supporters or fans of mine. I always tell people this: know who you are, know what you stand for, and never let anyone bring you down, man. I've literally lived by that since I was fucking 14, 13 years old. And that has helped me get through so many things and so much bullshit. Know who you are, know what you stand for, and never let anyone bring you down. That's the realest shit right there.
I feel like everyone needs to have that like on a whiteboard or something
Yeah, man.
on their wall.
Yep, yep. Remember that. That's a big one right there. And,
Well,
and and another one too. I'll just give you this, Jim. I was told this by a priest. His name is Baxter when I was in fourth grade, and he made us remember this mantra. And all these fucking years later, I still remember it word for word. I've lived by it. It's helped me get to where I'm at now. And it goes like this: excuses are tools of incompetence used to build monuments of nothingness. Those who specialize in them will be seldom good at anything they do.
dang.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's been a big one. And that what that means is, in a sum up means no excuse, just produce. You
I
know,
like that.
make shit fucking happen. No excuse, just produce. So that's really just the main thing that I just stand by and live by, man. Treat people right, best you can, try to better yourself, and just get shit done. Motherfuckers love making excuses of why shit doesn't happen. No excuse, just produce.
I think I remember seeing that quote on your website now that you said it again, because
Oh yeah, yeah.
that sounds familiar and I
Oh
love
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Very much.
Well, thank you so much again for the time. I had a lot of fun talking with you, and I can't wait to see what else you do in the future. And I hope to see you live sometime too, for sure.
Yeah, and you're in North Carolina, so hey, you see me in an NYC show and you want to come, hit up my manager and we'll make sure you're on that guest list.
I appreciate you, man.
Of
Um,
course, brother.
Thank you so much again. And to everybody who watched this, thank you for watching. And until the next interview, stay tuned, stay scared, and I'll catch you later.
Fuck
See
yeah.
you.